Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'm so excited to bring you a tag video with At Home with Nikki from At Home with Nikki and also At Work with Nikki. And so today this video is going to be about my favorite things in my home. Now I can be honest, I was a little reluctant to do this video because I'm like, well, I don't have the nicest home. But you know what I thought about? Sometimes we just need to be grateful for what we do have and not worry about what other people think and things like that. So there are some things that I love in my home and that they're staple pieces, and I will take them with me if we ever move. Wherever I go, those staple pieces will come with me. So stay tuned for the 5 faves. Okay, so the first item that I really love in my home is this baker's rack. I purchased this baker's rack back in 1999 when I purchased my very first home, and it has been with me since that time. I don't do much baking, but it is great for storage, and if anything, I would change the color. Right now it's like a hunter green, but it's okay for right now. But I would probably either paint it white or black, but I will not get rid of it. Like I said, I've had it since 1999, and it's pretty sentimental to me because when I purchased that home at the closing, I remember I got back $300. I was like, $300 for me? I mean, I can spend it? They were like, yeah. So I went to this furniture store and they were running out of business, and I bought a kitchen table and I bought this baker's rack. But I will definitely keep this baker's rack as a reminder of my first home. Okay, so then the second item that is near and dear to me is this burlap wreath. Now, in watching At Home with Nikki, she always talks about burlap ribbon being her favorite, and I understand why, because it's very sturdy and it's just a neutral color. It matches with everything. So after I got through with all of my cancer treatments back in 2015, I started doing crafting just as a way to release some of the stress, just sort of art therapy. And I'll talk about that a little later in the video when I show you some other pieces. But I researched on YouTube how to do a wreath, and I got the ribbon, I think, from Walmart and Michael's maybe. And I know I bought the wreath, the frame from Walmart, and I just sat down. I think this was like 2 rolls of ribbon, and I just sat down and watched the YouTube video, and I created this burlap wreath myself. Now, y'all don't laugh at my ribbon. I tried with the ribbon. It didn't come out too good, but I still love it anyway. And of course, in the middle, I just put the letter J. But I love this wreath. I will always keep it with me because it was just very calming and therapeutic as I was making this particular item, and I do love it. And when Christmas time comes, I can put Christmas decorations on it. I mean, it's just a fabulous piece to have. Okay, so the next item or items are these 3 paintings here that are very, very sentimental to me. And they're not the best, but these were paintings that I created again when I was going through my cancer treatments, and I was at the Cancer Treatment Centers of America in Atlanta. And one of the things that they would do is each week they would have an art therapy class. And you know how you have those paint and sip places where you go paint a picture and sip a drink of your choice or whatever. Well, it was sort of like that, and it was just very therapeutic because going through cancer, that is a very stressful diagnosis, in the treatments and everything. It's just stress on everyone. So this was an activity that they would have for the patients and their families. So each week, these young ladies would come in and they would tutor us on how to make these paintings step by step. So these were the ones that kind of matched my color scheme. My favorite color is blue, all shades of blue. I just love blues. So these 3 paintings that you often see behind me when I'm making my videos, I painted these myself while I was going through my treatment. So it's just a reminder of, how God just brought me through that. And it also is a reminder of how much peace I had as I was making these pictures. It relaxes me and it makes me calm. And I love them, and I will always keep these. Okay, so last but not least is this painting that I have in my living room. This painting is just so sentimental to my husband and I, because it just represents that, you know, we have just gone through a lot of storms in our life. We have just gone through a lot of battles with me being sick. You know, we had some complications with a couple of pregnancies. We've just gone through a lot of things in our marriage, but through it all, if you see in the picture, that man, he has his arms around his lady, and even though they're in the storm, he got her covered with the umbrella, and they're just singing in the rain. And you know what? This picture just reminds me of how faithful God has been to my family. Even though we've gone through our trials and tribulations just like any other family, God has always been with us. He has kept us covered, and you know, we just have maintained a positive attitude, and instead of allowing those obstacles to tear us apart, it just brought me and my family and my husband closer together, and we just hold each other, and we just walk in the rain, and we just sing in the rain, and we know that the sun is going to shine again. So I love this picture, and I will always have this with us just as a reminder that God is still with you even through the storm.